Hello and welcome. My name is Brendan, the developer for Bloobs Adventure Idle, and as you can see in the title, this is our bank update. I decided to put the bank update in place before the equipment system, surely because the amount of items that are going to come in game are quickly going to fill up the player's inventory. The issue we had with the player's inventory is the player's inventory was actually overflowing. So instead of being a max cap of 30, I just didn't know at the time, because I'm still learning, that it wasn't the max number of slots that were in the inventory UI script. It's actually the max number of slots in the inventory system, which then saves to the player system. So yeah, so that's been sorted. So now there's actually a cap on the inventory. So if we just quickly go into the shop here, the shop has now been updated. So basically all your cost is now in yellow, your buttons now display a green and a highlight, and it doesn't highlight the top button like it was before. So let's just sell some of these catfish. I just need some quick money, and then we will pop over to spawn, and I'll show you the new bank system, and then I'm going to go over some updates, fixes, and just general quality of life things that have been implemented into the game. So we go into the bank system now. You can see the bank already has the items, so we can clearly see that the load system is actually working. If we empty our bank, here we go. And the first thing I'm going to do is now, we can see here it's going to cost us 25.2k for another slot. So I'll say here the bank system is full, please make space. Okay, let's buy another slot, we've got some space, and now we can fill that space. Same again if we want to do it again, and then it'll fill that space. Okay, so now, what do we do now? So, we want to empty all this bank. There's another update to the inventory system. So now our inventory system is now full, correct? So let's go over to a cow, which have been updated in this version. There's still a slight bug with attacking ghost NPCs. I'm still trying to figure that out. So there is now a slight delay on combat too, so it can't be abused by stopping combat, starting combat, because you can quickly zoom in and just go and abuse the system. This should go away soon. There's been an update to this, so you can see inventory space is full, please make space. Okay, so let's go into the bank. Let's make some space. Let's fill the bank, and then pop back over to cows, and then I can show you the next update that's been done to the combat system. Also, the dexterity system has been updated as well. The dexterity system, for anyone who doesn't know, is every second your dexterity will increase by 1. This is not affected by the player's level. Your run speed is affected by the player's level. I will look into this in the future if that's a thing where maybe at level 50 you start replenishing faster. So I will have a word with the community. If you, in the comments, you think it should replenish faster with your player's level, we can get some calculation in the game of formula and we'll pop that in and see how we feel about it. Okay, so let's attack a cow. So there's going to be a slight delay. There we go. Okay, so you see up here now, we get the XP at the top instead of over the NPC. We can also just click on the screen, it'll just stop the combat as well. And another system all the text in game now doesn't show a border around the text. This is much more clear for every single player that has complained about it, and I was a little bit resilient because I liked the little border, but now we don't have that little border. It's much more readable and better for the player. The next thing that we have is hotkeys. Now you can't see my fingers, but I'm pressing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and my mouse is not moving. We can also press the other keys as well. So if we want to press C, it'll open the combat system. So we have hotkeys for these as well. I've also updated how to play. So if we go in here and we can see, we just drag it over a little bit. I need to stop that doing that. But this has now been updated. So now we can see that there's a fandom link and a Discord link. So that allows people to go straight to the wiki, which is a community updated wiki. I provide some information whenever they need it, and the community updates it, which is absolutely incredible. And to be honest, it makes things easier for me too. So you can see on here, I've updated this and it now says, please note any skill in red is currently not implemented but planned. The new keybinds are in place. It's got some extra information which basically says, if you want to go ahead, you can go visit our community, our wiki, or you can visit via the fandom button and you can go to the Discord. And our community of helpful members can help you, which most of the time, I'll be honest with you, they are absolutely amazing and they help everyone. So that's that bit. The next bit I want to tackle is when we hover over an inventory item, now it says our value and it says our total value. And I don't believe this was in the last update, but now cooked food is actually displaying their HP value properly as well. Another thing that I have addressed, if we pop on over to the main menu, okay, so now we popped over to the main menu. What has been updated here is the password requirements have been updated. This was suggested by a community member. There's a new fandom link down the bottom right-hand corner, along with Patreon, YouTube, Discord, and Twitter. So if anyone would like to go and support on any of these, you can go ahead. Greatly appreciate it. Anyone wants to go and join our Patreon, that would be amazing too. So that's a little plug for that one. And there was a bug with the anonymous login system, which I'm going to explain pretty quickly. It's basically what would happen is the player press would save the username data in the browser. So basically, when you then come back to play, and I hadn't updated the game, it would then log in with the anonymous user. So when you then want to go, okay, I want to make an account to make sure my data is actually saved by the cloud and loaded. And what it would do is actually use the anonymous data login and not the new account that you just created. So this caused a bug, because then when a browser refresh happened or something just happened, you then lose that anonymous login because that username you put in to make a new account actually isn't even associated with the anonymous login. So it was actually creating a new account after that point, and then it all just got bugged. So basically, now what I do is when someone wants to make a new user, I delete the anonymous data, or the anonymous login data, and then you can just have your account. I do say that anyone with an anonymous user, they're probably going to lose it when I update the game. Okay, and it also displays in the top right hand corner also displays in the top right hand corner your username, and there is also a music toggle for players who don't like the sound being played. Okay, so along with this update, there has been a new item added into the game. This is the treasure hunt that we're basically having. It's an uber rare item that has been placed into the game. I'm not going to tell you where it is, and anyone in the Discord community, if you would like to join, who finds this item is going to get rewarded. Now, how they're going to get rewarded will be discussed later on, but they'll also be placed in the legendary players on the wiki. So these are certain things along the lines of getting 99 or doing something like being the first player to discover that you can level your crafting, even the crafting system isn't actually in the game. So well done to Becca. And the next thing here is, so that's that event. So you will definitely get something from there. And the next things here, we have a bunch of bugs that have been fixed, basically. There was actually a bug which one of the community members actually found where this Dexterity XP pop-up would actually cause the tooltip to display on the left-hand corner. So that has been fixed. I've fixed some walkable areas. So in Ned's shop, you can now not walk onto his counter. So you can now not walk that. Repositioned some toxic hounds as they were just being a pain and people couldn't travel around them. More quality of life features are if you go to the shop and your inventory is closed. When Blue's getting a little bit stuck there. Okay, come on Blue. Why does it always just happen when I'm recording? There we go. So, if you go to the shop and your inventory is closed, it will open it. You can also press escape, but I'm not going to do it in a browser because it will close the full screen. And it will close your inventory as well. The same with cooking. If you go into the cooking UI or the bank, it will open your inventory. Now also with cooking, I can't do it now because my level's too high. When you couldn't cook something, this required cooking level goes to red. Now what was happening is when this updated to red, everything would stay red. So that's been fixed. Another thing that we have done is renamed the logs on fire making. Wrong one. Should know how to play the game. To now just say logs instead of having the symbol in between the G and the S. So that's been done. Tooltip has been updated for wolves to now be black wolves because people are having trouble with the beast mastery skill. Okay, so regarding this video, it has been a short one, but I wanted to get this video out so I can get the update out to the players as fast as possible. There still might be 1 or 2 bugs in the game regarding maybe even the bank, but I wanted to get this update out as quick as possible so I can get working on the equipment system. So I appreciate your time, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.